David Hollingsworth, there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you. David Hollingsworth.
Remember when you first learned how to ride a bike? When you put your hands in the handlebars, your feet on the pedals, gave yourself a push? Did you wobble a bit? Did you fall down? Remember how you finally found your sense of balance and you felt like you could go anywhere that you wanted to go? Because once you got in motion, there was no stopping you. Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, anyone that's ever struggled to find their sense of balance. When my son Jamie was 5 years old, he was having trouble learning how to ride a bike. Jamie was a bright and happy little boy, but just 2 years earlier, Jamie was diagnosed with autism. Jamie had difficulty with speech, connecting with other people, but mostly, it was hard for Jamie to learn complex physical movements like riding a bike. According to Jamie's doctor, Jamie had no internal sense of balance. He said that Jamie may never learn how to ride a bike. Remember when you first learned how to ride a bike? Remember how hard it was to balance. Imagine what it would be like if you had no ability to balance at all. But Jamie really wanted to ride. Every day I'd come home from work, Jamie would burst out of the front door. Dad, I want to ride a bike. I'd set Jamie on his little red bike with his training wheels, put his hands on the handlebars, his feet on the pedals, and I'd give him a push. He'd wobble a bit, and then he'd fall down. But he'd get back on and fall down again. Jamie would try over and over and over, but he just couldn't balance even with his training wheels. Jamie would get so frustrated, tears streaming down his face. Dad, I'm never going to ride a bike. And he'd run in the house and slam the door. As a parent, that just tore my heart out. Jamie really wanted to learn how to ride. I had to find a way to teach him. But how? I remembered back to when I was 5 years old. I was having trouble learning how to ride a bike. I had to find somebody older and wiser who already knew how. My brother Jim. Jim knew how to ride a bike. Jim knew everything. Jim was 7. The first thing Jim said was, training wheels just slow you down. So he took them off of my bike. Then he took me and my bike to the top of the tallest hill in the neighborhood. My hands on the handlebars, my feet on the pedals, and gave me a push. Once I got in motion, there was no stopping. Literally. I kept picking up speed, going faster and faster, until I smacked a '64 Buick parked at the bottom of the hill. Once I regained consciousness, I realized it isn't about balance at all. It's about motion. I can't be moving forward fast enough to give you a sense of balance. That lesson came back to me as I wondered, how do I create that sense of motion, that sense of speed for Jamie without pushing down a hill? I remembered my brother Jim's words. Training wheels just slow you down. So I took them off of Jamie's bike. Then I bolted a handle onto the back of his bike so I could gently steady him while he picked up enough speed balance. Jamie would pedal, and I would run along behind him holding on the handle. It seemed to work. The first day, Jamie, you made it to the end of the driveway. Wow, you made it to the end of the street. Jamie was riding without training wheels. But I was still holding on. I didn't want Jamie to fall or get hurt, but really, I was holding him back. For Jamie to learn how to ride a bike, I had to learn